Second chances can take many different forms. For some players on the Phoenix College football team, it's as simple as trying to gain another 10 yards. For others, it exists in a context unrelated to football. For the head coach Robin Pflugrad, it's overcoming circumstances that have forced him to rebuild his career from a level even lower than where he started.
It's always a process to get a head coaching job, and you never want to argue how you get it.
Pflugrad's coaching career at the collegiate level began in 1980. He accepted his first head coaching job at the University of Montana in 2010.
Everybody see that?
But his tenure leading the Grizzlies ended abruptly due to scandal. Much of that success was overshadowed by sexual assault charges in 2012 against some of his players.
It was perception versus reality. And now it's starting to show, history is starting to show that I ultimately did the right things. And that's unfortunate that at certain points in your life that the perception doesn't allow people or future employers to look at that in that capacity.
According to media reports at the time, 7 Montana players were investigated in 3 different sexual assaults. None were charged. 2 other players were charged with rape in separate incidents. Of the 9 players implicated, only 1 was convicted. Pflugrad's contract was not renewed, and he was left to deal with the consequences as he tried to move forward in his career.
There were many situations where I felt my resume was put on a different stack on their desk because of some headlines that happened.
One desk Pflugrad's resume wound up on was that of Phoenix College Athletic Director Samantha Ezell.
At our level, often, it's not we don't make decisions in a silo, right? So for me, I did the research and I knew kind of his background and the challenges that he experienced in Montana. There were so many people that spoke so highly of him, and I don't know anybody that has a bad thing to say about him.
Pflugrad's second chance at rebuilding his coaching career came at Phoenix College when he was hired as the team's offensive coordinator in 2015. Before becoming the head coach prior to the start of this season. The team practices right here, on a field sprinkled with hazardous divots and a goalpost constructed of PVC pipe. Dealing with experiences like these at the community college level has helped Pflugrad grow as both a football coach and a leader of young men.
I could tell he believed in me. A lot of coaches told me I was too short coming out of high school. I thought I was too small, but I could tell he believed in me and wanted to give me a chance to really come out here and perform. And you definitely want to play for a coach that believes in you.
He understands me and my background, so he's willing to work with me, and I think that's really good in the coach, because if you're willing to work with your players, you'll gain their trust, and if you got their trust, they'll play for you.
He's straight up with you, and he gets to the point, so that's what you need in order to be successful. Is someone that's going to tell you how it is and not sugarcoat anything.
The adjustments Pflugrad must make to survive at the community college level, due to the lack of resources available to the school for athletics, brings him a heightened respect to his profession that has both changed him and impressed his players.
Respect it!
What are we going to have for pregame meal? Can we afford it? Next is the equipment in order. What jerseys will we wear? Just how busy you are doing non-football related activities. When you finally get to your X's and O's, it's late in the evening or late in the week.
Phoenix College's football family would be saddened to see Pflugrad move on to another job. But at the same time, they think he deserves the opportunity should a Division I coaching position come calling once again.
I hope for his sake that he does, because I think that's something that professionally he would like to do again. I think the challenges at the NCAA level, though, are really great in terms of overcoming some of the things that occurred at Montana. I think it's really unfortunate. I think he absolutely deserves to be at that level if that's where he would like to be professionally.
I've come to know in this profession, I don't think you can ever look forward and say, hey, this is what I'm going to do, or this is what I'm not going to do, because you never have a very good clue where it's going to end up, where your career will end up. So I don't think you can ever say yes or no to any opportunity until it comes.
There are many factors that go into defining a second chance. A lot of that depends on what's occurred in the past and what one hopes to achieve in the future. But for Robin Pflugrad, It's about making a difference for those he has the opportunity to influence now. In Phoenix, Andy Kraus, Cronkite Sports Report.